Just wanted to share with you a little wood chip project that I made for myself a couple of months ago. I've been getting a ton of wood chips in, and on my property, on my 5-acre property, a few years ago I carved out a trail on the property that we could walk on and take our dogs to walk on. And every year we're having to battle these overgrown mesquites and cactus running into the trail, and it's kind of a big pain to maintain because it's about a quarter of a mile. And so since I have so many wood chips, I just thought, hey, I might as well create a pathway along the trail. Maybe that would save me from having to deal with the weeds and the mesquites growing up into the trail and the cactus and such. So that's what I did, and it took quite a long time and a lot of work, because I only have a wheelbarrow, and each wheelbarrow load got me anywhere from 5 to 8 feet further along the path. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of back and forth happening, and you could only do so much at a time, because it doesn't take long to get tired of doing that, physically and mentally. It's kind of boring just going back and forth to the pile, and the further away the pile is from the part of the trail you're working on, the longer it takes. So those places along the trail that are real close to the pile, the wood chip pile, you can make a lot of quick progress on those. But I worked on this a lot every weekend for the past couple of months. Oops, a little bit of trash there. But it really made this trail more pleasant to walk on. And I know these will break down over time, and I may have to do this continual maintenance of the wood chips on the trail. But I think it really looks a lot nicer than, just walking on the dirt, especially when it rains. We have a lot of deer out here, so the deer like to walk on these trails too. And when it was just dirt on the trails, their hoofs would leave these big indentations in the trail and create little ankle twisting environments. So the wood chip should eliminate that. Here's a little shortcut back to the house. I had to create a few little shortcuts back to the pile because it wouldn't make sense to go the full length of the trail circle with each load, so it would just take that much longer. I would say one enormous truckload of chips got me about 1/8 of a mile into the trail, so that's about half the trail with a big full load, if you're wondering how much a load will get you. And it all depends too on how wide you want your trail. In some places where it's thinner, you can make the load go a lot longer, but if you have a wider trail, one load won't get you as far. This isn't as nice right now because all the leaves have dropped from these mesquites. It's nearly February here. I'll do another walkthrough in the spring when everything's leaved out, looking a lot neater, a lot nicer. This trail's kind of nice too because you can conveniently walk on your own property without having to get changed into, presentable clothes, or you can take your dogs on the trail off leash, or you could if you had dogs that were trained to do that. Mine aren't trained very well. They just run around like crazy chasing cats. I left some branches overhanging on the trail. This is just an old dead mesquite branch, and I kind of have to duck it, but I think it makes the trail a little more fun to walk on. Keeps you on your toes. And here's my driveway, and the trail continues across. I put these little markers along the path to let me know when I've gone a fourth of a way on the trail. So I've got 4 of those spread out evenly. See the big red yucca plant here? Got quite a few of those growing. And then here we are back at the wood chip pile. So I hope you enjoyed my little walk around my trail. And I can definitely say this was not an easy project, but it felt good when I completed it. Thanks.